We got a video on sex before marriage. No, was it sex outside marriage or sex before marriage?
Sex before marriage.
Before marriage, okay, yeah. So we thought that'd be a good topic to do, but we weren't going to do rapid fire because we want to kind of expand on this a little bit more. So
Yeah.
initially, we just want to say sex is not a bad thing. It was created by God for pleasure. But he didn't merely create it for just pleasure. He created it for a spiritual bond between two people to really strengthen their relationship. It wasn't just about pleasure and the moment. And we'd say most people would agree that if two people are in a committed relationship, having sex, one of them having sex outside of that relationship with another person who's not in that relationship, most people would agree that's called cheating, right? That's not a good thing. So there is a recognition inside society that sexual intimacy is linked to committed relationship. So yeah, Aaron,
Yeah.
point?
So the Bible, firstly, it points to saying no sex before marriage. Understand that. This is what I believe the Bible points towards, so I will explain my reasoning. I believe God gives us boundaries for all sort of things, including sex before marriage, only for the sake of human flourishing, so that obviously he knows why. And I'd say the reason is mainly because of lust. So the difference really between love and lust is that lust sort of...
Is about me.
It's all about yourself and you using other people to get your physical pleasure instantly, quickly, or but it's not a committed relationship which has the foundations of love. That's the most important distinction. The foundations aren't built on love. So
And love is about the other person, not about me.
it's about the both of you. About the both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So relationships based on lust is something the Bible warns against, as it dehumanizes other people and uses them as a means to your ends.
Yeah. What else we got? So, what would I say to someone who's like, okay, I understand the value in waiting for this partner. I understand that it's quite important and it's probably more special, but I just can't be bothered to wait.
Yeah.
Like it's just long, and I kind of want to satisfy those short-term desires like now, just instant gratification.
Yeah.
What would I say to that? We've all got to make decisions about our future, right? Short-term decisions that are going to pay off short-term, or we're going to make long decisions that will help us in the long term. If it was the case that can you really see a sustainable future by just making snappy, instant decisions?
Judgments,
Yeah, is that a really sustainable future? Why don't you just drop out of school now, then, if you don't care, and you just want to do what you want to do now?
Acting on impulse rather than actually being a bit of exercising patience for the long run rather than instant answers in the short.
Yeah, and it's not easy. Like, it's going to be difficult, that patience, but we would suggest that it's worth it.
Yes. I'd say the bond of marriage is a new physical connection that is not lustful or based on, and it is 100% based on genuine love. So lust and love, they can't house in the same place, as they offer very different characteristics, and it doesn't work together. They aren't cohesive.
Yeah. I would suggest that it's more likely you're going to have a stronger and longer lasting relationship if you haven't been casual about sexual intimacy, because you then say to that person, you're special, I'm saving this for you and only you, and you're not just another sexual partner along the road. I've actually saved this for this person, and that makes the bond much more special because it's something that you only do with one person.
It heightens the respect that you have for others, well, especially for that one person that you have or will have in the future, for the one, quote unquote.
And I wonder how many people who are in permanent, lasting relationships but have had sexual partners before that who now regret it and had wished they kind of waited and wished they put off that short-term desire to gratification and waited for the right person so they could really respect that other person and save it just for them. I just wonder on that. Personally, my parents are a good example of people who waited and have a stable and strong relationship where the marriage is not just about, all that like gratification, but it's about a place where you can build family and grow together and stay together, and it's like special and unique. So, yeah.
Yeah, to close off, I'd say, well, we don't know your story or your situation or what you're feeling or actually going through. And whilst we don't actually have experience explicitly in this, I'd say that it doesn't matter and that God loves you regardless. So,
Yeah, and also the evidence of the benefit of waiting to have sex until marriage, for me personally, and I think for Aaron as well, is kind of it's worth the wait. It's going to provide the foundation for a stable and long-lasting relationship that's really unique and special, because you've then saved that for one person. So for me, that is enough evidence for me to be patient and wait for that.